now. What is going on with everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, getting it to your real, raw, rugged. And I have a special guest on the other line. I'll let him introduce himself, man. Who do we have here today?
You have in front of you Kai Sango Wright. I've never introduced myself that way before, but let's try it. I don't know if I like it, but it's the
I was
facts.
like, how did it feel? How did it feel
I
saying
feel good. It
that?
feels good, man. Because I've been like adopting this ever since Kendrick said you gotta pop out and show niggas. Ever since he said that, it's like everybody that is like chill and like I guess modest and I guess somewhat humble. Nah, bro. Let's start turning it up.
that flow is so crazy on that specific part of that song that sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas certified boogeyman. I'm the one that popped the show with them. Oh, that flow is insane. That flow
That's
is
that West
crazy.
Coast, bro.
Man, that flow
That's
is
that West
crazy.
Coast flow.
Also, I would be remiss if I didn't shout this out. The part where he did where he's like the sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. How many that part right there? I didn't pick this up while listening to it, but I seen somebody say like, speaking of Michigan, we were talking about this off air or off the camera. They was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
that sound like Sada Baby," and I was like, "Damn, that do sound like Sada Baby." And I was watching a live stream with Sada Baby, and he said that he heard from somebody that knows Kendrick that Kendrick got that like flow, that type of thing he got from Sada Baby. So that was Sada Baby inspired. So
Sada Baby, yeah, Sada Baby was one of the greatest out of Michigan, bro. Like
shout out to
hands
Sada.
down. Like, yeah, bro.
Cause think about how you sound. That do sound like that. How many? That's Sada right there. So I was like, damn, that do sound like Sada
Like
Baby.
Block's Party or something like that.
Exactly. That's exactly how he was flowing on Block Party. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Kendrick, shout out to Sada Baby. Before we get into this, I actually was thinking like I got to start this off a little differently because you are absolutely a legend, and I want to get into
Thank you.
everything that you got going on, but I got to start this off on a mini rant that you low key inspired. And I've went on
Okay.
this rant multiple times that like niggas don't be jamming in their music. You do. So this is not to you, but I'm gonna tell you how you inspired this. You posted something on your story that damn near pissed me off because I was like, bruh, niggas ain't making music like this no more. You know what I'm saying, bruh? Like,
Yeah.
black music don't sound like this no more, bruh. I damn near
Right.
feel like the Mark Jackson meme, bruh. What happened to the game I love, bruh? You feel me, dog? What happened to the game I love? And you know what you posted that made me feel this way?
Was good.
That can I get an interview? Funkin' for Jamaica. Can I get an interview? Bro, what? That song is so hard. I haven't heard that song in years. When I press play on it, I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, bro, you like unlocked a memory when you played this. And
Bro, that is
for the longest, I've just been saying niggas don't be jamming in their music like that no more, and they don't. They don't. I don't know how you feel about that statement, but they don't to me, bro.
bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know, there's a connection between the Tom Joyner morning show, um, the TV1 height of TV1, and when BET was like at its highest. That like trifecta of like media, it goes hand in hand with like our like parents' like tastes being at the forefront. So like when I heard that song growing up, I was about like, I don't know, like 13, 12, around the time where that was all three of those things were popping off. So I heard that song just on Tom Joyner morning show. Going to school, like every black kid was doing, bro. Like, so I was like, this is hard, bro. And I'm like, okay. I locked it in, and then I remember I asked my mom for like her CDs, like, and like years ago when I started first making beats, because I would rip all the CDs. Every last, like, Mom, can I get your CD crate? I would go on the family computer, rip all the CDs, like the songs off the CDs, store it on the computer, and start sampling. That's how I started sampling. Like way before YouTube,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And like actually going to the record store, I could have, but I didn't really like think about nobody. I didn't have a record player, I think crib or turntable. I didn't grow up like that. My family's musical, but they wasn't like around like hella equipment. You know what I mean? So I just took it to my hands. I was like, and that was one of the songs I remember. I ripped too. So that song, I have a connection with that song, like straight up, like. and it's like not by force. It's just it just kept following me throughout life.
Bro, the song is great, bro, and it's like you just unlocked another memory because, nigga, I probably heard that song with my mama playing Tom Joyner morning show too. That's exactly where I probably heard that song from. So
Wake up, everybody! If
that
you go on this, bro, wait, just like
older
this
black
how,
people, older black people love Tom Joyner, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? And
bro, that radio show would wake. It was an alarm, bro. Like I wasn't up till I got into the car, and like, bro, I can remember it's snowing outside, 7 in the morning. Nobody wants to take you to school because they should just cancel school anyway. But we still going to Michigan. Traffic. Next thing you know, time to loud as hell, bro. Somebody on the phone. Yeah, my baby mama. Yeah, you know she left me, but you know she said she gonna come back.
that is hilarious, bro. You unlock it. I haven't heard this in so long. I haven't heard the Tom Joyner morning show. It's the Tom Joyner morning show. I haven't heard that in so long, and it's just crazy because just listen to a song like that. It's like they do stuff like if you listen to that period of music, niggas ain't talking at the beginning of music no more. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas having a whole conversation. Oh, that Betty Boop, she look like Betty Boop. That Betty Boop right now. That's I don't know who that Betty Boop.
Didn't they have Ricky Smiley on? He was on the show too, or did he have his own show? Or
Ricky Smiley definitely had his own show. Yeah,
too.
Ricky Smiley had his own show. Ricky Smiley definitely had his own show. Shout out to Ricky Smiley.
I'm probably listening to that as well.
That as well. That like I said, music like that, bro. You got niggas talking at the beginning of songs. You listen to like a Bobby Womack song. That nigga having a full conversation. It's like I don't know. It just I always say this, but it just sometimes it feels like music progressed so much that it regressed almost because it's like niggas got so many technologies and new things they could do that they kind of stripping away the heart from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like AI. It's like AI is cool and it can be used for certain stuff, but it's like it ain't nothing like a human having a human interaction. You can have all the AI you want to, but now we're stripping away the soul from it, and that's what I feel like kind of happened to a lot of black music, that the soul has been stripped away because niggas ain't funking for Jamaica no more. You know what I'm saying, bro? So
niggas twerking for TikTok.
You come on, boy, nigga funking for TikTok, man. You hear me, bro? So
funking for Jamaica, and that's crazy because like, bro, that like, so I'm Jamaican on my mom's side, and like having that parallel with like I always tell people like this is just my bias. The greatest people on earth are Black Americans and Jamaicans. Like we gave it niggas everything. Like we gave like wherever you're at in the world, our influence is like it's potent, bro. Like between funk, blues, jazz, reggae, hip hop, which was created by Jamaicans, essentially. I mean, it's New Yorkers, but
I about to say, hey, I don't know who created hip hop thing, but I do know, boy, niggas get mad when you say Jamaican niggas created hip hop. I know niggas be like, hey, I don't know the knowledge, but I know niggas be getting mad.
Look up the term toasting. That is a Jamaican term. It's when they got on dub records and early dancehall records, and they was ting-a-ling-a-ling, you know, that's toasting. You're not really saying nothing, but you're keeping a beat. And in the same realm, you go a little bit north in America, our culture in the South, hooping in Harlem and in church, you got a pastor that can do that. That's rap. That's to string things together and come
I never
back.
thought about that. I never thought about that.
Freestyle, bro. You know what I mean? Like you freestyling. So like, you got like years later when hip hop was developed in this like late '70s, early '80s, you have these two groups of people that are very very similar in culture, just different parts of like the diaspora coming together in Bronx, creating, and not to leave out the Puerto Ricans, bringing the whole photography, DJ, b-boy aspect to things too. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
they brought that bro. You have like just a culmination of like just everybody's lineage in one. Like just, I mean, hip hop's the most powerful, in my opinion, the most powerful music genre in the world. As far as, I mean, pop, you want to argue pop, but hip hop is like the source. I say the inspiration for everything. Like today, it's just what it is, bro. Like even this hat I'm wearing, like, come on, bro, this is hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a question because you would know more than me, and this is kind of something I've always thought. With Jamaican music, did Jamaican music inspire heavy bass in hip hop? I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of those early dance hall songs had crazy knocking bass, where a lot of hip hop music at the time did not have just boom, 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 boom like that knocking bass. I don't know if you know the answer to that,
Yeah.
but I've always thought that.
No, yeah, I don't know if I can agree, only because there's no fact behind it. Because well, there is true. Yeah, like dub and dancehall had created like the sound system. That was a thing. Like they would. The thing you got to think about it. Like in Jamaica, they didn't have restrictions as like in America did. I bet you niggas would be doing the same thing if they had restrictions,
Yeah.
like having crazy sound systems. I mean, in terms they did like block parties and stuff, but Jamaica's a small island and it's small. It's a smaller population, which means the culture is going to be more intact and it's going to stay Jamaican. You know what I mean? Unless you leave and now you have Jamaican Americans, Jamaican British people, etc. So when we're talking about like just the sound, I would definitely agree that yes, that was true about the bass, but I think bass and hip hop came along when the 808 machine came, because before that we were just chopping and sampling funk music and disco and soul music, you know. So that stuff didn't really have too much bass, but it had like crazy drums,
Yeah.
like percussive stuff. You know what I mean? If you listen to like shoot like all of every James Brown song, it's like, I mean, look at like the Funky Drummer, bro. Like thinking about that, like you have, I'm kind of like drawing like I'm like a web right now. If you think about drum and bass and jungle, or technically just jungle first, because jungle is the earlier version of drum and bass. That's like the non-white version, not white watered down,
Yeah.
white washed down. Like jungle is a UK thing. It's a black British thing, right?
Mm.
And a lot of those drum riffs came from funk music, like from America, just sped up, you know. So, like I said, bro, we're always connected. And, like we can't even like deny it. You know, even if you think about like baile funk in Brazil, like the word funk, bro, it's like that's funk. You know what I mean? But it means something else in Brazil. I mean, it's different, but it comes from America as far as the term and like how it started, because it started out in Miami, and you know, and niggas don't want to give Miami and like Tampa Bay their flowers, like when it comes to dance music in the club and club music and their sound, bro. Like I would say Atlanta as well. They had something to do, a lot to do with bass music in the South. Or if we're talking about bass, just bass and music, like there's different realms of like how genres got their sound. But for like I said, bro, like it comes to a point where you're going back to hip hop, or some remnant of like some Black American culture or Jamaican culture. That's just, I don't like the rules. I
That's
just
funny.
don't.
No. I feel that, and it's like, I mean, really, almost you can say almost every genre is either rooted in like another black genre, or it started as a black genre. Like almost
Mm-hmm.
all of them started like that. If we're
Right.
talking about your discos, your countries, your whatever, like things you wouldn't even
Yeah.
consider, which is funny because I feel like it was a point in time where people were making disco, and that was kind of looked upon as like the cheap music, like kind of like the sellout music, even though it started off as a black genre. Because I didn't know this, but I interviewed Cool from Cool in the Gang, and did you know
Yeah, that's crazy. First of all, that's insane.
that is crazy? That is
Yeah.
that's something that I do be kind of low key flexing on. Niggas. I interviewed Cool from the Cool in the Gang, like it ain't nothing, but
That's like,
that's
but that was
crazy.
like if he was alive, like interviewing Roger.
I know, right? That's crazy because these people are
Yeah.
like pioneers and things that they did. But I didn't know this. I don't know if you knew this, but did you know Cool in the Gang started off as a jazz band?
No, it's crazy.
So you know the song "Send It On" by D'Angelo, the "Send It On," dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. That's originally a Cool in the Gang song. That is like one of their jazz songs from like
Mm.
way back in the day.
I
And
mean, I
they,
can hear it now though. I mean, like you can hear it. You can hear the jazz influence.
yeah, and I guess like D'Angelo them just kind of replayed it, and I remember hearing that, just been like, that is insane. I'm not gonna. I kind of gotta play this. Just show you like
Okay.
this is "Send It On."
Disclaimer, real quick. All our music comes from, it's Africa. It's African. So let's just not. I'm gonna say that just
For
so
sure.
niggas don't be like, yo, what about Africa? Like, yo, I mean, we African, bro. Like, chill.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like all the drums and stuff like that. It's all
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. That's the source. But
But
yeah.
but this is the original Send It On. 19, I think like 60 something, 1969.
Oh my gosh. If you listen to that, it sounds like very similar to old reggae too. The drums,
I hear that. I hear that.
mm-hmm.
Exactly what you mean. I hear exactly what you mean.
different pocket, but same, you know, cradle. I guess I don't know if I
No,
said
I
this.
know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's 69 when I came out. And it's just, I don't know. It's so cool to just learn about stuff like that because, like, I remember just learning that. I was like, nigga, Send It On is just like a replay version of that. I'm like, that's insane. I talked to him about that, and he was just saying, like, how he was so honored to have, like, D'Angelo flip their song or whatever and turn it into something else.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's shout out to black art. You feel me? And sometimes I just get a little down on current black art because I do feel like it's watered down. Like you said, it's for TikTok and it's for kind of like fast food, kind of for example, Skilla Baby. We were just talking about Michigan music. Skilla Baby. I was getting a
Mm-hmm.
Skilla Baby interview on Breakfast Club right before we did this. And
Right.
Skilla Baby has been putting a lot of music for like women or whatever. I've been listening to Skilla Baby for a minute, and he's a good
Yeah.
rapper. He can just rap, like he can rap his ass off. And he spoke about it in Breakfast Club, and he said that they was like, so how do you feel about your song that's blowing up, like your bass song or whatever? He was like, I actually don't like that music. I only do this because I'm signed to a label and I'm not independent anymore. And if I don't sell, then they'll drop me. So I gotta make this music. But if it was up to me, I'd be making different type of music. But I have to make music for women because that's what the label is expecting me right now. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a prime
Mm-hmm.
example of like black art getting watered down because it's like I'm doing this for the analytics rather than doing it because I actually love it. You know, and it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, it just sucks that
It's
we
kind
kind
of
of do
funny though,
that.
because if you're good at it, if the label thinks you're good at it and you sell it, that means you actually are good at it.
Yeah.
You know, so if I knew him, I'd be like, yo, just lean into it and maybe like shoot, like embrace it a bit.
Mm.
I don't know, but like just make. I mean, it is you. You know what I mean? It's not like someone's just coming in and just you're like putting a suit on and faking it. Like this actually that's a part of you. If you would learn how to embrace it, then you could probably turn it into something, start loving it. You know, but the thing is about artists, bro. Everybody has they just have different modes, bro. Like some artists ain't trying to hear that. They're just trying to do what they want to do right then and there, and like but that's what you got. I'm a producer though. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I produce. Our branders are different. We're here to help artists understand themselves.
Have you ever had to
You
do
know,
that for yourself? Have you had to like realize or like I don't know? Have you ever doing something that you didn't really like, but you leaned into it and you had to like
oh
learn to
for
like it?
sure, hella recently. Like just I remember. I'm not gonna say detail because that's kind of rude about what I was doing. I had a remix, and they requested a certain style. I'm like, okay, F it. I actually went into it and was like, yo, I'm gonna go full steam ahead. Why not? Like, people gonna love it. Next thing you know, it comes out and my pops is like, yo, this song is fire. Man, I like this. I'm like, my dad, bro. You like everything. So I'm like, but like as I'm listening to him, like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's good music, It's just not what I was into at that moment. But it is funny because they asked for something that is me. So it's like, why am I a little bit worried about something that I've done before, So, but
How do you do that? Like how do you mentally get into something that you're at first not really into?
I'm gonna be hilarious right now, bro. It's kind of like, it's like you ever like cook your own food but don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
But let's say you cook food for people, right?
Okay.
You're like, and you're like, by the time food's done, like, I ain't that. Like, bro, just pick a plate up because you're gonna be hungry later, bro. Just next thing you know, you're like, yeah, this is good. I mean, damn, I did go off. Like, just eat, bro. Like, just eat, bro. Chill. You're in your head. It's really a mental thing. It's never like a disability of like to do something. Like, I can't do this right now because it's just a mental thing. It's like unless you're going through a writer's block, that's totally different. But if you're not going through a writer's block and you're just actively denying a sound that you're known for or what you want to work on, like, are you currently working on and like someone that requests that? It's like, bro, like, Baskin Robbins is not never gonna stop selling like vanilla ice cream, bro. Chill. like like order more buckets, bro. Like chill out, you know. So obviously, you know, I would say this. Obviously, like they sell other stuff and stuff like that, which is like a metaphor for like other things you're into, or like other flows a rapper might be into, or a vocal work that an artist might be comfortable singing. It's like, bro, just go for it. You know what I mean?
as a
Take it.
as a producer, because you said you brought a writer's block, do you ever have whatever would be the equivalent to writer's block for a producer?
Yeah, you have them like as far as sitting in front of us, like just bro. I've booked like sessions like 8 hours, sat in front of a computer, just like damn, bro, can't come up with no chords. Like the drums is not hitting. Next thing you know, you just open up an old session and just get to going on that. It's just like usually writer's blocks. You got to just go back to your old work, or just listen to other people too. Like some people, they're like anti that. They're like, I don't want to listen. Like, bro, that's inspiration, bro. Like it's somebody's probably listening to your music right now and you don't even know that for inspiration. Like, bro, it needs to be a cyclical thing.
Yeah. And I guess kind of speaking about your old work, let's kind of rewind to like the Soulection beginning of those days, because I was late to the party. I had to do my homework. I had to do my research. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there when the Soulection 2012, 13, 14, when everybody's going crazy. I wasn't there for that. I had to catch on years later, then go back and be like, oh, so this is what niggas were, you know what I'm saying, hyped about. So as somebody like myself who wasn't there for it at the moment, can you just like describe that era? Because I've seen a lot of people say like, I didn't really like a lot of rap around that time, but I found out about Soulection and it just really kind of like opened my mind up to different types of music. So can you just like talk about that era of, you know?
First of all, saying rap around that time, not like, nigga, that was some of the we had like amazing. We had Yeezus and
that's a crazy take. Hey, I've seen multiple. Have you not seen that before?
We had Good Kid, Mad City. Like,
have you not seen that before though?
Nothing was the same.
No, you're right. Have you not seen that take before though?
I think I've definitely heard. I know niggas don't like that era though. I like, bro, just play Antidote, and just you'll change your mind. You'll remember how nuts you went. That's when you first. That's probably one of the most. Shout out Wonder Girl, by the way.
Yeah.
Eastbound, the producers, and Travis. But them niggas, like, that's the first time you heard an 808 slide. Like, that was right. It was right there. Niggas was sliding their 808s. It's over now. Like the last time we did it was like on a drilled record, and that's done. That's 2021, 22 with drill. You know, but that's credit. I'm giving credit. But to answer your question, the era where Soulection was like when it started, it was like a. First of all, you had to be like, I understand like you catching up because it was kind of a regional sound too. It was really an LA sound. It was LA. It was an LA thing, and it kind of skated over to New York too. So it was an LA New York thing. Like bigger cities knew about it because people like it's just bigger city stuff, you know. And then as it grew, it was like a London thing, and like a Paris thing, and then like a Toronto thing, you know. So all the smaller cities started to catch on because it was a radio show that Joe K still runs to this day on Apple Music. So I would say like that was like the equivalent to, and I think my dad told me this. That Soulection era was like the similar to like when house music started. My dad was literally he's from Chicago, and he like I'm gonna say this verbatim. My dad witnessed house music being created in front of his eyes. He was hanging out with these Steve Silk Hurley after school. He's like one of the pioneers of house music in Chicago. Like being called like, yo, why you hanging out with those gay guys? He's like, bro, they know good music. Like, you know what I mean? Being accused of being gay. Like my dad was like, y'all chill, bro. Like this ain't about that, you know. So
that's insane.
That's
that's insane. Like a nigga liking music, but that nigga gay, man. This nigga like house music. How you get gay because you like music?
Bro, it was crazy. My dad said he would literally be like, it was a thing too. Like they had like a dress style, like it was like boat shoes and like unpop collar and like it was a style, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like it was just Chicago style. Like ask any old head, they'll know. They'll tell you. And like, they even have dances too. And you use like hella old black Chicago heads doing these dances to like percolator and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which is like a house. That's a
I was gonna say,
classic house
is that a
song.
house song? Is that considered a
That
house
is a
song?
house song. Yeah,
Okay.
niggas just made it into a hood ratchet TikTok. You know, that happens to everything. You know, but it's all good, bro. Whatever, man. It's all love. But as long as people get credit and like royalties, I don't care. Whatever. Cashmere, get your coin, bro.
Shout out to bro.
So yeah, so basically, I'm gonna go ahead and say my dad really made me realize how the Soulection era was similar to like house music being made. That's a crazy statement, but like I'll walk you through it. Basically, you had this era of hella producers that were coming off to we had finished the era of Dilla and like and like going into the age of like Flying Lotus and like Toki Monster and like all these other eclectic DJs that want to put out albums with no lyrics. So that was a thing. Delicious vinyl type of era, like Mad Lib. The era is still there, but it's like just like how our eras are going. Like, I'm being real. Like the Soulection show era, it's now became a TikTok thing. Like you want me like these. I guess the current version, the version of our Soulection era right now is like the whole apartment vibe video, and like everything was online now, which is kind of crazy, but which sucks because Soulection was very in person thing. The experience was very in person, but it was. You had all these producers from all over the world that wanted to be heard, right? So you would send your tracks to Joe or anybody to get either put an album out or be on the radio. And then this created a thing where it's like you heard some of the craziest edits. I mean, remixes. You had K-Tronada doing the craziest remixes. You had Boiler Room going crazy. You had rappers that were looking for a sound that they couldn't have, like Gold Link at the time. Getting like a Little Sims, all these people like looking for a sound that they didn't have, that they were like desperate for. Bryson Tiller even, like Bryson Tiller was like he was like, bro, like he's still a Soulection fan, but he was like his DJ at the time. Jay Lewis was a producer for him and DJ'd for it. Still DJing for him sometimes. So you got to think about those connections that happen. It's just a group of people that were just sick of the format of like the industry, and the parties were crazy. It was probably the most diverse parties you could till this day. Honestly, you could still have like come to my show, you will see it's like the most diverse thing you gonna like see, bro. It's like, to be real with you, it's like everybody, older, younger, everybody. You know what I mean? But to answer your question directly, that era was like, it felt endless. I didn't know if it was, I was like kind of sad when I realized it was over. I'm being real, bro. I was like, damn, we're older now. Obviously, we're like 30 plus something. And, it's the young kids' turn. And I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing these day parties and stuff. And it's fire. And they're holding on to the same values that we have as far as like, creativity first, like F all the streams and all that stuff and all the likes and views on TikTok and Instagram. It's about quality, bro. Like, and you can still go on SoundCloud to this day and find I'm not talking about like just the nuttiest, craziest song from like this kid from like Tanzania making like just the craziest beats, bro. Or like in the middle of Mexico making some bro. It's fire. SoundCloud is still SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I do miss it. I do miss that era because obviously I was younger and it was like just, bro, like shows were stupid.
Yeah.
And they still are now. Like it's in a different realm though. It's like we're artists now. We kind of grew up. We're more known, and this is what we wanted. Nigga, like what? Yeah. What you wanted? You know what I mean? Like we wanted to blow up and produce for X, Y, Z. You know?
Yeah.
So now I look at the younger generation, and they're doing their thing now. What I do see them doing is a lot of day parties. a lot of these producers blowing up, having like tracks they make blow up on TikTok. But it's kind of hard to track down what it is because you can't get credit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So you just see James Blake talked about it. You just see original audio. So what song is this? It's going up. That happened to me. I was a victim of original audio before. I have a remix edit going viral, like millions of TikToks or millions of reels, and no one knows it's me. They know it's me, but like in the comments.
You know who else suffered from that? We were just talking about him. I don't know if it's more so TikTok, but just so many people remixed it. Devin Morrison with Yams. Yeah. A lot of people do not know that's his song.
What, bro? Word for word, bar for bar. Two, like
crazy.
Like Fetty Wap it was a cover. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he stole it. Who knows?
I don't know what he did, but niggas think that's, well, you know that Fetty Wap Yams? I'm like, that's not Fetty Wap. So yeah, a lot of people do think that. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, man, credit gonna find his home.
You're a big credit guy, I can tell. You're a really big credit guy. I can tell just from like our 10 minutes of talking, you're super big on credit.
Give niggas credit, because I got in trouble. I got in trouble by analytical error. Like I was sent when I did like all the Bali Funk stuff. When I released all that stuff, that was before like you could like edit credits on Insta or like whatever on like platforms, right? So I just dropped that stuff and you just dropped it, right? But like on my Bandcamp, I always gave credit, but niggas ain't going to Bandcamp. They're just going on streamers. These young Gen Z guys, they pull up my stuff, screen cap, say Sango was a thief in Brazilian Portuguese. I'm like, what? I'm like online, like saying like, yo, like I ain't still on music. What you talking about? Like I giving these people credit. I've actually my team even reached out to them many times and they don't even answer. So I'm like waiting for the day to give them a check. If you're seeing this, yo, like hit me back. I'm trying to credit you.
Yeah.
Or like, sync it up. So I'm not gonna take it down. I'm just gonna wait. What's good, but who knows, bro? I mean, there's been cases though that we got people paid for sure.
Yeah.
It's just the language barrier. Sometimes people ain't just got old emails and that. Who knows, bro? Sample game is crazy, but they pulled these tweets. They screen capped the Spotify thing and said no credit. It's like Sango's a thief. I'm like, okay, and they took Gen Z. They're gonna run with it. And like I understand they want justice, but it's like, bro, y'all doing this the wrong way. Luckily, I had hella homies in Brazil like, yo, defending me like, Sango was like, chill, like you're out of your homework. Like Sango ain't that dude. So ever since then, and not even before though, but ever since then, I've been like dumb crazy on credit. Like, oh, nigga, who played the flute? Yes, you played the flute on this. So, but yeah, bro. To answer your original question, the selection era was goated.
See, like I was around that time, like I was like, there's a couple reasons I didn't know about it. Because one, I was super young. I was like in middle school around the time like this was popping off.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25, okay.
Yeah, so I was like in middle school in 2012. So I wasn't even like around for that. And then too in Jacksonville, bro, niggas ain't trying to dance to music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, nigga, hey, bro, turn on Nardo Wick. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, turn on that whatever. So niggas weren't listening to that type of music. So even though I was always just a different type of stuff, I've always seen the word selection, but I just never knew what it was. And I was like, I'll get around to it one day, and I just eventually got around to it. But you were talking about giving people credit, and I have a very interesting question for you because I love asking producers this question. What are your thoughts on the concept of sample snitching?
Bro, oh my gosh. Stop, just stop. Like, I'm gonna say this loud, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Who sampled? If you see this, take your site down, bro. Take the site down, bro. Like, it's helped me before. And oh wow! But at the end of the day, it's best to just not know. I promise you, it's best to not know because when you do know, and it is a cleared sample, then you can just go find out on you can read the credits. They're gonna you can find if you're like looking for the sample. It's either two things: it's hella obvious, or it's in the credits.
Yeah.
So, and I have hella samples that are undetectable. And so that's the artist sample right there. So you can't stop the world, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, whatever. Like, sample snitch all you want. Try me. my stuff is down packed. You know what I mean? And sometimes, bro, the art of sampling, sometimes you can't clear samples because the original sample holder and master holder don't even own it, and you're not even going to be. I'll say it like this: if you sample something, and you want to clear it, chances are sometimes that sample might not be owned by the original person, and now you're in a crazier predicament now, trying to get something cleared by someone. You're not even talking to the person that owns it. So you might be in a situation where you might get a hold of the person. Hey, I'm trying to clear your song. I don't own it. I like the song. I don't own it. And then you get to the person that owns it. Hey, I want to clear it. Nope. I don't care. Nope. I don't care. So it's best to just not even clear because they wouldn't have known anyway.
Yeah.
They would never find out, bro. It would have to take somebody's niece or nephew or somebody young be like, hey, uncle, is this your song from 1974? It's kind of spread up, and it's happened maybe a few times, but it was obvious though. No one's finding out a lot of the samples that we're doing, bro. There's so many uncleared samples that are just obvious too that would never be caught because these songs aren't even owned by nobody, bro. And you can honestly, you can buy a song to clear it. I thought about doing that. I had a song that couldn't get cleared. I was like, I'm gonna just buy it. Because you can buy songs, bro. Hey, I got this much bread. Can I buy the song? Yeah, and then clear it yourself.
Wow.
Now it's your song.
So now if a nigga got a sample, it goes through you,
bro. Yeah. Or even you can buy catalog, bro. You can buy catalogs. Bro, I mean, stuff is for sale, bro. Depending on the label, if somebody's just independent and they own it and it's contractually they're contractually bound to it, you can be literally go to the nigga doorstep, if you know where you live, on oh, this is the studio on the back of the seat. There's a reason why they had that info. They're not just putting New York, zip code. No, they're hey, you have this song called Pretty Lady. Can I have it? Bet, alright. Here's just go to court or, just get some documents set up. Not court, get our lawyers and let's figure it out. So you can buy songs if you want to,
You know what niggas gonna start doing? So there's been times, I don't make beats, but there's been times in my head where I've made up a sample. I made up a beat in my head that got a sample, and that sample don't exist. It's not a real song. It'll be a 70s song that I made up in my head that and I'll flip in my head. You know what I think people are doing? I think people are going to start utilizing AI. And use, because I know you've been seeing those 70s AI songs or whatever. People are going to start making those, manipulating them, sampling it, and niggas not even gonna know that's not a real song. It's an AI song, and I think that's what, I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that might be the future of what niggas start to do.
I don't mind it, but I know that the labels ain't gonna like it because they love when people sample them. Keeps them afloat, especially the low key people too. Bro, let's be real. We're not gonna be 100% AI sampling. There's always gonna be someone's always gonna want to sample that song they grew up on. So that's what keeps, and a lot of the times, you said, Kool and the Gang feeling a certain way. People these guys love that. They we need to in terms of sampling, we need to find a balance between not scaring the producer off with crazy numbers. Bro, come on, y'all. Come on, don't be this difficult. Why are you trying to take 100% of the
I'm about to say, without saying any names, what's the craziest ask you've had for hey, can I sample this? And they replied something insane.
It was a song I produced, and it was for a bigger artist, and they were like, yeah, we gotta get this cleared, and we got it cleared, bro. It was I got 2% on the song, 2 points, and I made the whole beat.
Okay, so far as a nigga who may not be as savvy in the music business, what is a producer supposed to get if you produce the whole song on points and stuff like that? What's usual?
I mean, bro, typically what I do when I make my music, if I'm producing with somebody else, it's 50-50, bro. Or whatever portion that we're shared with, that the producers get, we're splitting that. If it's three of us, then it's three-way. But if it's two of us, all right, bro. Producer side, they're giving us like 20%. All right, let's split that 10%. All right, man. We getting 10 points. All right, man. Nigga, that's great. I take it. You know what I mean? But typical. It depends now, bro. Like getting 5 points was like a treat for people. Let alone like you gotta like give points to like engineers too, bro. Like they ain't doing that for people. You know. It's just especially on the big tracks. That's pretty much what the engineer would want it on, like the big tracks. Like if it's like just the homies, they're just like, yeah, bro, you know, it's all love. Like you paid them for the session, you know, it's all good. But which equates to how much they would make. I mean, if they get like here, bro, here you want half percent. Like I'm not gonna do that to you. Like let me just actually pay you your fee of like mixing all this stuff, that's why engineers charge a lot because they got to. Like if you're paying a bag for mixing and mastering, don't even like complain because first of all, this nigga is probably fire at what he does or she does, and at the end of the day, like they have to. That's how they make their money. That's how they eat, bro. Like it goes like artist. I think at the bottom, it might be engineer writer. Like they just disrespectful.
The writer
like,
though.
The writer be getting like dirt, bro. It's like it's sad. Like I would say the artist. Even like they be like I've seen managers get more money than like niggas. They're not even make the song, bro. Like you getting like are you like bro? What did you do? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like or like PR or like not PR. A&Rs.
Yeah.
Like getting cuts off a record, which is cool. You, like yeah, get a cut off. You worked hard for it, but like you ain't getting more than the writer, bro. Like, you wildin'.
This
like,
nigga wrote the song.
Wrote the song, bro. That's like right there with producer, bro. Like it's mad, bro. Like it's the game is messed up. The game is horrible. The game is cooked. Yes, the game is deep fried, bro. And it's. I'm just glad that I'm independent.
Hey, I feel that. And that's kind of going back to what, because I know you were talking about like kind of embracing what like the label may want because you're probably good at it, but that's kind of going back to what I was saying Skilla Baby was saying, and Skilla Baby was just saying when he was more independent, he could just put out whatever, and he had like the creativity, like creative control essentially. But when when you get inside the music industry, you sign to a label, it seems like there's just so much politics and there's so many things. It's almost like the music is last. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta deal with so much other stuff that it's like, damn, like nigga, I'm an artist first. Like I gotta deal with everything else. So yeah, I mean, shit. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Independent.
Yeah.
You feel me? Salute to you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it was a long journey, bro, because like three things, bro. I graduated college first of all. I had to like make music in college.
Congrats on that, by the way. Congrats.
And thank you, and get a degree in something that I actually like. I got a degree.
Graphic design, right?
Graphic design, yep. And yeah, bro, I was thinking about going back like to get my master's, but like I'm not sure about that anymore. But I did that on top of. I could have just been like, all right, bet. I'm graduating. I'm going to LA. I'm about to chase my dreams. I didn't. I got married and moved back to my hometown, Seattle, and started a family because that was important to me. That was just me. I just wanted to do that, and like making all those choices early on. Like obviously, I dealt with like FOMO. Damn, bro, I could be doing this and that, but like every last thing that like has been gifted to me, like as a blessing, has been. It was worth the sacrifice I made. Like, yes. Like the sacrifice of sitting down and doing like the correct thing that's going to like affect your future, not just some little thing that's going to be right. It's going to have an effect of like now. You know what I mean? So dealing with like anxiety and all that stuff, depression a little bit. Now I'm looking back like, yo, I'm about to, bro. When I turn 40, bro, I'm all that stuff I was stressing about is gone. Like it was worth it because I earned it through, taking the long and narrow road. You know.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, I would definitely say I'm proud of my choices outside of music because they affected my music and like my career. Like, I would definitely say I went through a lot of things, but I was never lost. And I never knew, like, I never had, like, an identity crisis in, like, didn't didn't know what I was doing. If I was like, should I be doing this or not? Like, nah, nigga, I know what I want to do. You know what I mean?
You can
But
hear that in your music. I just want to say really quickly. You
yeah,
sound
thanks.
very assured even in the 2013, 2014, like when like your first projects, uh, you sound super assured of yourself in those on those albums as you do now. But so
Yeah,
like
thanks.
you not going through identity crisis, you can tell that in your music because you can hear a nigga early music and be like, I can hear him still trying to figure it out. I can hear him still trying to get there. But you came out the gate, but I'm like, is this nigga a 15-year vet? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the rookie that come in the league. It's like, did this nigga? How long
You know
this
what's
nigga been
crazy? I
here?
started making beats when I was like 13.
Mm,
So I got into the game. I was already seasoned a bit.
yeah.
I was engineering and recording niggas in high school. I was in 8th grade recording high schoolers. I was in 9th grade. I remember I was in 9th grade, and he's like, my brother's friends that rap in college, they would come to me to
That's
get
crazy.
stuff mixed.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, I need the song mixed. I'm trying to get on the radio. Like, it's crazy. So I had a knack, bro. That was like my first thing was like making beats and engineering, like recording. Like, I actually thought I was going to be like more of an engineer dude
Mm.
first. I was like, I kind of like just, but until I saw like I can make beats, I'm like, nah. I got to do more, for myself. But at the end of the day, bro, like, I got the phone like on my homies yesterday. I was like, bro, at the end of the day, what are you doing outside of your career, bro? Like, what's your life like, bro? What's your relationship with the people around you?
Yeah.
That's the most important. Like your fans, great. Like, yes, they might know you, and you're providing some a product for them that will change their life, hopefully. But like, you're not gonna have a good product if you're not. Like I said in the beginning of the interview, like, what's good with you? What's good with you? You know what I mean?
That makes me think about one of my
Are you a
favorite.
good person? Are you having good kids?
Yeah, hey, exactly. That's one of my favorite moments. This made me think about one of my favorite moments in hip hop history. It was Offset. I forget. I want to say it was Saw Baby, if I'm not mistaken. They were like going back and forth over the internet, and I think Saw Baby said something like 666 or something like that, and like Offset just kind of like stopped like going back and forth, and he said, "Hey man, get right with God, man." Like, bro, I don't even want to beef no more, man. Just get right with God.
Yeah, you don't want to hear your bro. Hey, whoa, what you talking about, bro?
That's one of my favorite moments, cause like, like, nigga, I do this, I do that. Nigga say 666. That nigga say, hey man, get right. Look, I'm gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying? That's so funny. So what you're saying is right, because how can you? I always say this to people, like, man, you finna get me my therapy bag right now. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm in master school for. Nigga stressing my behind off in this damn psychology program. But how can you focus on anything? It's like people who are, I know so many people like around my age who are so focused on relationships, and they want a girlfriend, they want a boyfriend, they want kids, they want marriage. It's like, bro, what about you? How you can't be so like exerting your energy on things on the outside when you need to be exerting all that energy on the inside, because how can you love somebody if you ain't even really loving yourself how you supposed to be doing it? So even with producing or
Lauren Hill,
making
shout out
music,
Lauren Hill.
you know what I'm saying? You feel me? How am I?
Whoever wrote that.
Whoever wrote that probably got 1 point. You know what I'm saying? As you would say, they got 1 point.
Nigga wrote the best, one of the best bars in hip hop. Got 1 point.
You know what I'm saying? How can a nigga be focused on the music? Because we always say like some of the best music come from people that's like messed up. You know what I'm saying? But really, in the long run, they crash out. They ended up, you know what I'm saying, get addicted to drugs, killing themselves. You know, something crazy. So it's like we really need to work on us before we work on anything else. You feel me?
I know, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I think at the end of the day, I always tell people like the artistic mind is fragile because it's capable of a lot. So like you gotta fortify it. Low key, bring niggas around you that can like speak for you. Low key, I've seen it. I've seen people like, and I'm like socially awkward. Like, nigga, you got your best friend that speak like, bro, bring him around or bring her around or like, like help you, like bring like into rooms and stuff like that. I've seen it with like managers. So, like I've seen homies have managers that are like big dogs to them, and they can't really converse how they feel because I don't know, man. Niggas got mental conditions and like they're just, they're on the spectrum sometimes, and like they want to like be able to just create, and that's it. They're here to just do the thing that they're really good at. So like I always say, embrace like the people. If you got people that are around you that care for you and that wanted to help you do better, and like physical aspects, like oh damn, like that's why niggas got trainers. like you can't hate a nigga trying to get in shape, bro. Like you can't. That's crazy. That's wild hate, actually. No, we working out. I've seen it. I've seen niggas get mad because somebody working out. That's insane, bro. I can't.
Nigga, who you see get mad at? Who you be around? Nigga, who got mad at a nigga for working out?
Online. You know.
Online is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if online will show you an opinion you wouldn't even think existed, you'd be like, no way niggas think this. You will find that opinion if you search for it. You feel me, bro? Like, niggas, alright. Like, it'll be a song everybody love. Like, man, this song everybody like this song. It'll be September, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Everybody like September. It'll be one nigga be like, man, this song overrated, man. This song here ain't even that good. And it's just like, niggas online are just ridiculous, bro. Niggas are over the top.
Bro, niggas are crazy. The only thing you can't really, I think the online, I feel like the undefeated argument winners are Nigerians. they win every argument, bro. Don't even go against them, bro.
Hey, now you forget my problematic bag, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. African Twitter is the worst Twitter I've ever seen in my life, bro.
South African Twitter too. South Africans will they'll get on you, bro.
I'm not shouting out African Twitter, bro. I hate African Twitter, bro. African Twitter sucks. You niggas suck, bro. I swear. The worst opinion.
You know who's the nicest though? You know who's the nicest out of African Twitter?
Who?
Ghanaians.
Really? See, you deep into it. You know the intricacies, nice, nigga.
Everybody else mean, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Ghanaians and I would say Ghanaians and like yeah, that's probably about it.
Nah, bro, look, bro. When you see a terrible tweet, let me click on this nigga profile. There's a 86% chance that nigga is somewhere in Africa. I swear, bro. Them niggas had the worst opinions ever, bro. On life, on everything, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think the worst I've seen it was like when they were talking about, and granted, there was ignorance involved in this on both ends. And we're going on tangent a bit, but I'll just stay on topic. They're talking about Tyler's identity.
Oh, American niggas was tripping, because it's like, how we gonna tell them what they culture is, or how she gonna identify? That's not us. That's them.
I'm glad you knew that too.
Yeah, I already know about that, because I know a nigga. I'm gonna say a name, nigga Joe, and it's a nigga Joe. They got a podcast, him and Amp, Random Master Podcast. This nigga Joe was just, I mean, in his damn near MAGA bag. The damn culture, that's stupid. Like, how you call yourself colored? I'm like, bro, that's not our culture. How can we tell people how to identify that nigga? They damn near 2,000 miles away from us. We don't even know nothing about that. You feel me? That ain't my culture to speak on. So, yeah, Americans was wild.
Well, that's what America is, though. We apply our culture to other people because that's what Americans do.
Hey, I wouldn't even get into this now.
Because we're used to it. We're used to it, though. We're used to, like, oh, American TV, American this, American media, American. Yeah. Then, we ain't... I mean, like, the only thing... I feel like the only group of people that have came over and infiltrated our media and, like, just... They really did a number on this Japanese culture, bro. They was in their bag. Hey, we had to step aside, like, yo, you know what? You got it. Let's enjoy this.
Shout out to Wu-Tang. You feel me? Them niggas messed up about the martial arts movies and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very
Japanese culture top 5, bro.
For sure. So like, I've been saying this for the longest, and I don't know, maybe this is the white man in me, because I do this to black people too. Like, when I see a tall black person, like a tall black man, I'm like, bro, why this nigga ain't in the league? You know, why this nigga ain't dribbling the basketball right now? This nigga too tall not to be dribbling the basketball. When I see Japanese people, I be like casting them in movies in my head. I be like, damn, they look so cool. Like, I would have this nigga as like the lead of a movie or whatever. Like, they have like a look, an aesthetic. You feel me? Like, they got it.
From the dress to the everything, bro. Everything. Why you think Pharrell and them niggas was going over there? They know.
They got the video games. They got everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, I wouldn't even get into this now, but since we talking about different cultures, I'm being super accepting now. I got to get back on bullshit now, man. It's something that I think you were a fan of. Hey, bruh, this some bullshit, bruh. I don't get it. I'm gonna just play it, and I'm gonna let you identify what I'm playing right now, bro. Okay. This right here,
I might be able to guess it off rip.
I don't get it. You might not know the song, but you don't know the culture. What is this? What is
First
that?
of all, the lyrics are crazy.
They
I've been learning Portuguese for a couple of years now, and the lyrics are nuts. He's talking about "fila da puta" is a crazy word. It's son of a bitch. First of all,
okay, so he's talking crazy. Okay, he talking crazy.
And he's talking about buseta, and that's Pussy. I don't know, you know.
No, you say whatever you want. Yeah, say whatever you want. You good. You good.
Crazy, bro. He's talking nasty. Obviously, we had that in our own culture. Like you listen to New Orleans bounce.
Yeah.
And, like the craziest like bass music back in the day, and you get crazy lyrics. But I'm gonna educate you.
Please.
So that is what you just showed me was a clip of a baile funk clip, right? It is a specific region of Brazil that makes that type of funk, and it's in Sao Paulo. That is a Sao Paulo type of song. If I'm wrong, correct me. But that is they have a different style of baile funk. It's very robust, ignorant, and just loud, right? And it's slower. Where in Rio, it's fast, it's messier. It's like it has its own elements too. But that is a Sao Paulo like glitch funk. Like they even have like a subgenre where it's called funk. It's PHONK, not to be misconstrued with PHONK Memphis.
Yeah.
Because there's two funks now.
Yeah.
Like just like TikTok is just weird now, bro. It's like a blended brown. It's like a brown sauce of like just culture now.
Yeah.
It's like you see like I saw like a white girl with a Pusha Icy mask, doing a skilly bang challenge, and I'm like, oh man, she got to be from the UK. Turns out she's from America. I'm like, how does she know? Because she saw it one day. She just recommended, I want to do that too. She went viral. It's like, bro, like I said, it's like a brown sludge. We gotta have Dr. Umar be on the board on TikTok.
No, we have to show Dr. Umar.
Log in and take a selfie and be like, oh, you can't.
No, I need a reaction video of Dr. Umar listen to that song I just played. I would love to see what he would think when that boom doo doo. I would love to see what Dr. Umar think about that. But please keep educating me because that was because I listened. I was like, okay, this okay. Then when that happened, I was like, what just was that? Did he mess up? Am I playing another video? What's going on? I was so confused. So please keep educating me. I'm so sorry.
Nah, but like so, baile funk. Like in today's era, baile funk has, and you can even, bro. There's people in Brazil that don't even like agree with this. Like, you got the original baile funk heads that like started making the stuff in the '90s, and they wanted to keep it very Miami based. Tambo sound is like translations to the big drum. Like it's like the doom da da doom da pattern.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you can do it in the beatbox. You can do it on a drum. You can do it however you want. Clap. It's just doom da 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 da. That's theirs, right? That's something that we didn't make.
Yeah.
We want to take credit for like, I guess name like take funk and like it coming from Miami, like the records and stuff. But no, that's just merely inspiration. They made that, and that's their stuff, right? I mean, they took that and then same way how you got the old heads complaining, man, that rap ain't the same no more, bro. Like. Just how we were at the beginning of this conversation, like that's ain't for. I wouldn't even play that in Brazil. I just won't because that's not my style of what I would play. I would play something a little bit more, not as what's the word?
Abrasive, maybe.
Yeah, I guess abrasive. Like, cause I just know the lyrics. First of all, if I'm gonna play something that's, I'm just not gonna play that out loud, bro. That's crazy, personally.
So I didn't know he was talking. I didn't know he was also talking crazy too. Obviously, because I don't speak the language. But so he. I mean,
you have those like there's an art to like. There's an art to like how what you can get away with. You know what I mean? He's just saying it. He's not like it's not subtle. You know what I mean? And like that's like what ballet funk is, though. Like
Got you.
sometimes it is up front in your face, and it's likable. But when it comes to like other cultures digesting it, they might not like it. And it's like, yo, it's for us bias. Like we don't care about what you think anyway.
Yeah.
You know. But also like on their terms, there's also people in Brazil that don't like it either. So it's just like it's not for us bias. You don't say like every Brazilian likes this music. This is just something that you made because there's beef, bro. There's beef between sounds and in Brazil, bro. Like you play something in like one part of the city, and they're like, nah, bro, that's like literally in Rio. There's different cities. There's different parts of the city that had. I'm going in deep now.
No, I love it.
So in Rio, they have these ballet funk parties, and they name themselves after places. You have like Baile da California, Baile da Colombia, Baile de Russia, Colombia, California, USA, and they're like they have these like their hashtags, the flag, emoji flag, right? These parties are different. They play different type of funk. They have different like it's kind of like hip hop, bro. It's kind of crazy because they have different the different do-cha pattern is different. It's called a bazi, by the way. It's bass, B-A-S-E, bazi. The different bazi is different compared depending on the party you go to. It's crazy. It's fire, bro. It's like you go to Russia, which is Hacienda. That's a different part of the city. They have a certain style. You go to Colombia, it's different. Not Colombia, the place, but Baile Colombia in the party. It's a different style, and that's just in Rio. I don't know what they do in other cities, but that is bro. When you have different styles like that, of course you got niggas that ain't gonna agree. You know what I mean? Obviously, they know that they're all one culture, but like, yeah, bro. Like your reaction to that is natural as someone that's not Brazilian, first of all, and two, if you even knew, even if you were Brazilian, that's a shared reaction in Brazil. Like people feel that way because you got somebody from Rio be like, nah, bro, that's that Sao Paulo stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like, and that's just a preference. So, yeah, bro.
You know, I like to be a culture nigga, and you listen to you talk about that. You've definitely inspired me to like want to read up more about like the ballet funk culture and just the culture over there, like in Brazil, and just kind of learn what they got going on. So after this, if you could just send me some stuff to look up, or just kind of, because I actually do want to like learn about this. It's really interesting. So.
Bro, it's deep. It's deep. I think I'll go ahead and record to say this though. There's an issue right now in Brazil and its relationship with gringos, us. And and I've actually had to deal with this on many occasions, but like I played my role the right way. There is a issue going on where they don't get credit for what they do because it's such a vast sound, and I say that because everybody out there is doing it. There's different styles. Everybody's sampling whatever they want. It's just kind of just wild west. You know what I mean? So when it's time to like actually drop something like proper and like get credit, it's hard to do because not everyone's on the same page. And then they'll pick somebody to, like Anita just dropped an album. It's called like, or she's doing a tour or whatever like that. It's like a sound, like ballet funk sound, and a lot of people are going nuts in Brazil because she didn't like hire and include like a lot of core people that wanted to be, that should have been a part of the album.
Okay.
A lot of Brazilians that really define the sound today. You know what I mean? So you got these chances that are missed, and these people that really deserve to be put in these positions to represent a sound, and they're not. And like next thing you know, you got like ballet funk at the Super Bowl, right? And like in that case, and like Rihanna did like there's like a ballet funk section that Rihanna had. I think it was Rihanna. Who was the last Super Bowl performer? Usher.
Usher.
It was Rihanna's, and it was a ballet funk section. Come to find out, I'm like, oh thank God, it was actually someone that needed to be like just some. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't like some American or like European dude or girl. It was actually somebody from that. You know what I mean? So that's the important part, and that's the issue that's going on now. Is that like as the sound is progressing, people are just getting. You got these like ballet funk parties that are happening overseas, and not even one Brazilian person's there, right? Yes, it's amazing that Brazilian culture is being like loved and appreciated, right? overseas and stuff, but it's like it also hurts when there's like, and even if there is like party goers out all Brazilian and they're like, oh wow, this is our culture, thank you for like embracing our culture. Like we got to figure out how to make how people of the culture are making money too. You know what I mean? So that's the main issue. Is like we got to make sure Brazilians are making money on funk externally, not obviously in Brazil, yeah, but externally, and that's just one sound in Brazil.
Yeah.
Like you got Brazilian rap, R&B, you got like MPB. That's like a style of MPB or MBP. It's the pop. It's pop, Brazilian pop.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff in Brazil is going on. Where it's funny because you have on the other side of the coin, you have people that just don't want Brazil to just be known as a baile funk place nation. You know, just like, yo, we have more than just that. So we have a lot of artists. Like one of my biggest songs today is with an artist from Brazil. His name is BK. BK. He's from Rio, and it's a rap song. It's an R&B rap song, and like he's not doing like crazy baile funk stuff. You know what I mean? So I think it's just important to like know that like, and we're talking about Brazil. It's important to know that Brazil has more to offer than just ratchet ass baile funk. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
yeah. So, yeah, I would definitely elect myself to be an ambassador.
I mean, yeah, that's why I brought it up to you because I'm familiar that you are well versed. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but is it Doro? How you say the
Da Hacinia, which means from Hacinia, which is a neighborhood in Brazil, which was the birthplace of baile funk. So I did that album on some like Dilla, like Madlib type of like. Every producer, every American hip hop producer has like a dive to like a culture where they're like that's the American in us. You know, we're like boring. We're in America. We want to dive into something else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inevitable. That's what we do because America births that. We have access to every sort of culture that like, because we grow up with people like that. We want to dive into that, you know. So me just being like just who I am, I'm like, oh, this is fire. Let me just see more, you know. I did it the right. I'll be real. I pride myself on doing it the right way. I took time, made friends in Brazil. They put me on. I put them niggas on. You gotta come with something. I always tell people if you're gonna come to a culture, don't just pull up empty-handed. You gotta pull up with some ideas or like put me on to some stuff, you know. So I was putting them on to like different sample chops and like what was going on in America, the Soulection movement and stuff. So as that happened, you know, I started to get more comfortable with like creating music with them, you know, and like and vice versa. And it's like family down there, bro. You know what I mean? So like, at the end of the day, just don't step on nobody's toes. You know what I mean? And if you want to help them, make sure that like you can take criticism on their end from them as well. You know, so
great album. You feel me?
Yeah, thank you.
And that was the album that made me like kind of open my eyes up to be like, okay, so he know about this or whatever. And yeah, I've been hearing like, because there's a website called KTT, and that's where I first found out about the Brazilian funk, and I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. So I seen you knew about something. Okay, I can't wait to ask somebody who know for real. So I'm glad. Thank you for real for sure, bro. For giving me that rundown.
I'll say this. It is a when I did those projects, and those Brazilian influence projects, I was doing it because I kept it. This is like, for the record, excuse me, I only wanted to do one of those. But Brazilians kept telling me to do more. Not Americans. They were like, yo, man, you gotta keep, bro. This is like, you're helping people like realize what we're doing. So as I kept doing it, I'm like, okay, I gotta be smart because I don't want people to think I'm making this up.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get credit that I don't need. This is like not my sound. I'm adding a layer, an American-based layer to it. Let me direct them. So every time that happens, boop, 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 everybody gets pinged. This Brazilian, that Brazilian, this Brazilian, that Brazilian. Because they the ones. You know what I mean? So, and same thing with like them. Like, bro, they're like, that's what happens when you have them young Gen Z people on the internet talking crazy to me. you had a mountain of people just like, yo, chill, Sango. Like, you know, so that felt great.
Bro.
Cause at first I was like, yo, niggas just got me effed up, bro. What you talking about? What?
Dog, you're so versatile because you can do stuff like that, and then you could do stuff like the. This is an older song that I'm gonna play. It's not even on streaming. That's one of my favorite by yours. That
Thanks. I'll send it to you. Do you have it?
it's on YouTube, so
Oh.
I listen to it like that. But you sent it to me too. I mean, I love the file because it's so fire. Or then you will switch to something like that.
You know Smino rapped on that, right?
No,
It's called Sorbet.
I gotta run that. No, I did not know that.
Smino, search Smino Sorbet.
I will. I love Smino too. Smino's. I was gonna get to him later. Smino's like my guy. Like I love Smino's music because like he's one of those people we're talking about like how you take influences, but like Brazil they credit that themselves. That nigga has a style that's damn near. I don't know who I would compare it to. It's so him. You know what I'm saying? Even something like LMF where. Hey, you a fool for that last 30 seconds of that song where you was just chopping it up and oh my gosh, that beat is crazy, man.
And that's a Bali funk type of thing.
It sounded like it. That's why I was like, is that? But I was like, nah, I don't know enough. But it sounded like some, you feel me, like some different type of. Hold on, I gotta. This. You were going crazy on that. And I love that song. Hey, be Jason, well, he's a Jason Tatum. Like that song is crazy. So, yeah, I need to go listen to that because I didn't know he rapped over that. But that's fire. Shout out to Smino. Shout out to Smino.
Yeah, Sorbet by Smino. That's the same. He rapped on the actual beat.
That's hard. And then on the other hand, you got something like life without God is nothing. I love that beat. That.
Yeah, just straight hip hop chops. You know?
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like my bags. I have like my gift and the curse is like I can do a lot of bags, but also I've noticed that sometimes I have to like focus on a certain bag, and like I'm glad I'm going back to like the original bag, which is like North Volume. Like when I dropped my album North Volume 2, that's like my bag. That's the main bag, you know, like R&B, hip hop, and there's all of that stuff is tied into it. Like you're gonna hear like Brazilian influences on that album as well, and like Jamaican influences, like my background and like funk, like American funk and like house, techno. You're gonna hear all that. That's me. It's not like a themed album. This is just me.
No, for sure. And it's because before we get to North Volume 2, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up you working with one of my goats, you know? And I'm going to let you guess who I'm talking about. Who do you
It's Frank. It's definitely Frank. It has to
it's
be
not.
Frank.
That's why I asked that, because I knew you were going to guess Frank. It's not. I love Frank, but he's also like one of my favorites. But you work with one of my goats, a nigga who I think I might have known about this nigga before Frank. Hey, man, I'm going to sing the song, man. How it go? What that boy say? I can hit your girl and give her back. Man, I'm smoking on Thrax. I'm Lil Beatty, these niggas. You just a pack. I don't know if you know what I'm rapping right now. That's Boss Dude by Mr. Rob Banks.
Oh, I'm about to say that. I'm about to say Rob Banks. Yeah.
Rob is one of my goats by far.
What's crazy, man? Rob is. We got some stuff already. We got some stuff already, bro. Hold on.
Hey, I'm a patient man. I'm a patient brother.
Wait, hold on.
I'm a patient brother.
Where is this at? Oh my gosh, I got too much stuff. Damn, did I delete it? No, or did I move it? Oh my gosh.
Oh man, come you this the file you can't lose. Crazy,
You know
man.
the song "Anywhere" by 112.
Yeah,
I sampled that.
that's what that. Oh my
That's it.
gosh, man.
Yeah. So we've been working, bro. We gonna slowly working. He on tour right now. Once he's off and once I'm off tour, we're gonna get locked in.
We need that, bro. That's because you are so crazy. When I heard that beat, I can say this, and I've heard probably every Rob Banks song released. That's the best beat Rob Banks has ever rapped over. The Boss Dude beat. That that beat is crazy. I remember DMing him or texting him either one. I was like, bro, this is the one. Might be the best song I ever heard from you ever, nigga. You one of my goats, bro. That song is so good, bro. And like that beat, and it's funny because when he released it on SoundCloud. Then he put it out on streaming. The streaming version is different because the streaming version, it's a longer version of the instrumental where he just like stopped rapping and he just let the instrumental play for like a minute and 15 seconds. And I'm just like, what's wrong with this nigga? Who gave this nigga Sango the permission to just be like, I'm finna make the best beat of all time. Like that beat is so crazy. I am imploring everybody who does not know what I'm talking about. Stop this interview. Who cares about what we talk about right now? Go type in Boss Dude by Rob Banks to go hear a lyrical master and a production master do their thing. It's so good. It's so good.
It's kind of crazy, bro. Like, my homies used to tell me, like years ago, he's like, yo, man, go to Rob Banks' SoundCloud, bro. He's the only one following you. I'm like, that's crazy. Because, like at that time, I mean, obviously, I'm still a fan. I was a fan of him. But, like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Rob Banks, like, he just texted me. What?
No way. No way. No way. FaceTime him, man. Fuck it, FaceTime him, man. You got it. That's crazy. Did you hit him up, or that just out the blue?
He responded to me something yesterday, but...
Got you.
Hold on, bro.
FaceTime him, man. This is crazy.
Have you talked to him before?
I interviewed him. I know that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we know each other. Yeah, we know each other. Yeah.
He busy.
Oh man, light skinned ass nigga, man. But
he had the airport.
Airport. Got you. Fuck yeah, that song is crazy, bro. Like, was that an emailed beat or were y'all in the studio?
He just took it. He just took it. I'm like, I don't care. Like, take it and release it. I don't care. Just like, do it.
Such a good song. Hold on, I'm finna text a nigga right now. It's so funny we both texted a nigga.
I know, yeah.
But yes, yeah, man. I just wanted to let that be known because I knew I was gonna catch you off guard when I say one of my goats. I knew you were gonna be like, it's Frank Ocean, but no, it's not Frank. I love Frank Ocean, but Rob that's a nigga who I would love to hear y'all lock in and put out way more music because I feel like
we will, bro.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
I think with him, the reason why he's so run and gun.
Yeah.
He's so like, let's do it. I want to sit down with him and just craft it, like not mixtape. I want to do it. I want to do something that's like crafted to like where it feels like it is an album. Talking about every last little piece. Like it can be in person or remote. I've done it before. Like I want to do what I did with him with David Omar. Like, and we did that actually remote. It was kind of crazy. I want to make an album with Rob. Like I wanted to sound like a masterpiece, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to sound crazy.
Yeah. I think it could because, like I said, he's one that I get a lot of flack for saying this, but I always say that Rob Banks is the best, like, lyricist, technical rapper to come from Florida, and I stand on that. I don't think anybody just from a technical rap
Gunplay
standpoint.
kind of crazy too, though.
Gunplay is nuts. You feel me? Gunplay once said that he will hock a loogie at your mama. I'm truly am a problem. I'm schizo, bipolar, love today and hate tomorrow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gunplay. So I'm well versed in my Gunplay. Gunplay is crazy. But Rob, he just says stuff sometimes where I'm like, this nigga mind is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just because the heritage, because grew up, you know what I'm saying, in music, Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all got the Jamaican connection. You feel me? I ain't even think about that. Y'all got that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Have Jamaican connection. But yeah, man, shout out to Rob. He truly is
Yeah.
one of them ones. But also, I mean, since we're already here, I do have to bring up Frank Ocean because, of course, a lot of people were probably introduced to you who didn't know you beforehand through the Frank Ocean thing. And something super interesting that I couldn't find you talked about in any interview was, I think it was 2019, 11/3 on what is the event called?
Prep Prep Plus.
No.
Was it like a party?
Hold on, no, I got you right here. I wrote it down. I think it was called the Day in the Day in Vegas, 2019.
Yeah.
You played a longer version of In My Room, or alternative version of In My Room by Frank Ocean. Am I interpreting that correctly?
I played. Yeah.
Okay, so I was curious to know about that. So like, even we'll get to like the making of that song, but just like that version, was that the original version you knew, or is that a version that just
Nah,
what
what it was something I made. I made a an edit, a playable edit compared to because I had the beat. You know what I mean? Made the beat.
Yeah.
So what it was I had the drums rather not. I made the beat, but I only had the drums, right? So I took my drums and then looped the intro. Cause Frank, I'm gonna be real, bro. They don't play. They don't play over there. They got that hard drive stamp. So I had to make my own little edit of like the original because I wanted a longer version of that song. So I took the intro because I had no music on it. It's just the intro, but I had my drums that I made. So I just matched them and it ended up being a longer piece. Yeah, but the original version of that song was had different lyrics on it.
God.
From what I remember.
And that's the one that you played, if I'm not mistaken, because
For real?
Because on Reddit, okay, so maybe you don't know about this. I'm not a Reddit user, nigga, but I'm a journalist. I did my research. Everybody's like, is this the extended In My Room? And everybody's like, yeah, the lyrics are different. This is like, I haven't heard this verse. This is somebody said, great, now I'm going to obsess over this verse for a very long time. This is different.
Oh, you know what happened? I think during that because I do have an extended version of that. I think I played because I had the old version on my computer.
Yeah.
And the same file name or similar. I just like clicked it and dragged it. I played the original version.
And did you not realize you did that?
I didn't. I played the. I was trying to play. At my shows, I played the real version.
Yeah, I think
How
that's.
do you have that?
Huh?
They have the audio.
Well, so somebody recorded you. So here it is, right here.
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So it was probably a mistake. It was probably a mistake with one of the engineers when they gave me because I asked for that song so I can DJ it.
Yeah.
And I was sent that one, but he updated it, and like, it was like another one. You know what I mean? Because I had that. I was gonna play that. That what you hear? I was gonna play that. I had that on hand for the party I did for Frank. Do you remember that? I don't remember. So he had like a party that he threw.
I do remember that.
I premiered the remix, right? And I remember I'm like whispering to him. This is crazy, Lord. I'm whispering like, "Yo, Frank, you wanna run in my room?" Yeah, next one. Ended up dropping it. So I had that song loaded. This is the old version. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
That's some crazy. Is that a Frank Ocean thread?
That is the Frank Ocean subreddit, and people
people
are going crazy. People are like, man, like we need this, you know. So it's so funny that it's so funny. You don't even know that this is a whole thing where like there's like multiple threads.
Frank Ocean fans are crazy.
I
thought you were talking about an extended version the one that I made because it's like an instrumental version that I have like that's extended. because the instrumental isn't actually out. Like you can't get unless you use AI.
Yeah, for sure. Also,
But
I just want to say Rob just texted me and he just said, "You got the goat on your shit." So just wanted to throw it out there, man. He said I got the goat on my channel right now. So shout out to Rob.
but the fact that that was my mistake because at that time when that song just came out, that file that I had from his engineer was loaded into my computer to play at that original show, at that party, and I probably never replaced it.
Hey man, so you fed Frank Ocean fans without even realizing you was feeding the Frank Ocean fans. So shout out to that, man.
Bro, that's crazy. First of all, Frank Ocean fans are nuts. Second of all, I love that type of lore. I love like when they find out like another person like slowed down the the remix that I did, Cayendo.
Yeah.
And to like I sped it up, but if you slow it down, you can hear how the song sounds.
How did y'all? I did want to ask you this before we get off that topic. How did y'all like link? Like, how did you and Frank Ocean even like? How did that song come about?
I did a remix. I released one of my Nights remixes on SoundCloud. He needed a remix pack because he was doing some stuff for his party. I flew to New York, locked in with him. We met. It was great conversations. And then he was like, "Yeah, bro, you want to remix some more stuff?" I was like, "Damn, more stuff? You want to remix some more?" I did like six or seven remixes, bro. Like, heard everything.
That's hard.
Actually, it's crazy now because he has a leak. Like all this stuff is leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And I recognized last. I'm like, "Damn, bro, what?" But yeah, man, that's all old stuff, you know. So, the world is waiting for Frank.
For sure.
Talk that new. So, whenever that happens, I'm hyped.
Shout out to Frank. Hey, in the meantime, we got North Volume 2. You know what I'm saying? You and my guy K Tronada, man. Y'all holding us down right now.
Want to know something funny? I was thinking about asking Frank for a feature on the album.
Really?
I was about to just be like, "Yo, Frank, bro, you gotta get a feature." Imagine that, bro. Imagine if I got a Frank feature.
What if
just asking him?
What if he just like, yeah? What if he just like, yeah, sure?
I didn't ask him. Should have.
It's one of those things where it's like I've interviewed people and I've kind of have like relationships with them, but I don't know if you're the same. But sometimes it be certain people where I'm just like, I don't want to bother this person. Like I feel like I don't know. I just like you feel like you already know the answer, but sometimes you got to get out your own way because sometimes asking does, sometimes maybe they just be like, yeah, nigga, like I ride with you, but you just never know until you try, So.
But that would probably like if that actually happened, that would be like it's crazy because that was like that's the only music he released. Like a feature of that'd be crazy. I might ask him still. Shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Because then that help you out because the crazy Frank Ocean fans that don't know you, they like, who the hell is Sango? And they start doing research on you, and then they're like, damn, this nigga fire. You feel me? So, hey man, you know what I'm saying? So who knows?
I'm gonna have to ask him, bro.
Hey, no Frank Ocean, but you got my girl on this album, bruh. You feel me, man? Shout out to Frank. But hey, man, you got old Jeremy on here, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a name that threw me off.
So fire, bro.
I love her. She is so good. I've been following her since when his album came out. It might have been like 2019. Whatever the album is, I got the song Greasy on it. My love is on. She's so fire. And to hear her on this, super duper good. How did you even find out who she was?
That was natural, bro. What happened was...
Also, am I saying her name wrong? Is it not Ojeremy?
Ojeremy.
Ojeremy. Okay, got you. Ojeremy. Shout out to her.
She's Nigerian and Jamaican, so.
Got you.
She and I were trying to make. Well, originally I was put on to her by my homie Brendan Sanson. He does this party called Joker and Jollof. I don't know if you heard of it. It's pretty fire. It's like literally, bro, it's this blend of sounds ever. It's a fire party. It started out in Detroit, but now it's worldwide. It's dope. He put me on to her, and I was like, yo, I gotta tap in with her. Ended up DMing her like, yo, I got some stuff I want to work on. She was down. Shot some ideas through text. That one stuck, and then another one stuck for her. I did like an instrumental, or I did like an interlude for EPs. So we did like a swap. We were like, okay, this for that. So yeah, man, we're still working too, and we have like a song with Rob Banks. Yeah, that's crazy.
No. Now this nigga need to pick up the phone. What? That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, bro, and it's on a Detroit beat.
Nah, you making this ain't real. that don't exist,
That's
bro.
real.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it's a
crazy.
it's like a Detroit bop type of Michigan style beat with her singing over it, and like I'm trying to put her on also. I'm like, man, like yo, this is great, but let's do all this, and then we got Rob to get on it, and he had a crazy verse.
I can't wait to hear. That's crazy, man. Like I said, that's the versatility because you not only can you pull different types of artists like a Rob Banks, and then you'll go to a Gold Link or something like that, but you're putting them over certain beats that I feel like sometimes they wouldn't usually be over. Like you would never hear.
I have a Smino and Rico Nasty song over Detroit beats too.
This is crazy. Like you would
I'm
never.
just trying to get everybody on Detroit beats, really.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to hear it. Like you would never usually hear these type of people over certain beats, like a Detroit beat. So, hey, thank you for your service to the. You feel me? To the hip hop community, man. That's absolutely not the hip hop community, for the music community for what you're doing. You are a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
And then you get somebody like Jayla Darden. You feel me? I love her. I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't be surprised because nigga, you know about everything, but I'm like, how does nigga know about these people? Like, how you know who that is? You feel me? Because she fire. She's so fire.
And she's a fire producer too, bro.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's from Michigan too.
I didn't know that. I do know she's been doing it for a minute, and she kind of like I know her thing was like she does it by herself. Like she'll produce the song, write the song, and I'm like, that's talent. You feel me? As a young girl doing it.
She reminds me of Aaliyah. Her voice.
I can see that. I can see that.
They're from Detroit, so you know.
I can see. Is Aaliyah from Detroit?
Leah's from Detroit. She was born in like Brooklyn or something like that, but she was raised in Detroit.
I did not know that. Damn. So
Leah's one of us.
yeah. Shout out to Detroit, man.
She's from Michigan, man. She went to a Michigan school.
Dang. I didn't even know that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all are Michigan people are just more musically inclined than a lot of people. That's what me and my friend Rory
Oh,
came up with.
we got a crazy roster. We got a crazy roster.
Because we ain't even talking about Motown. We ain't even talking about that era of music. Because that's a cheat code. You feel me? Like y'all got all them
You
niggas.
can totally sever Motown and sever every gospel artist, and you still left with the craziest roster.
Crazy.
The Midwest in general. The Midwest, like we have Michael Jackson and Prince. Bro.
What else do you want? You know what I'm saying? What else do you want, man?
The Midwest is different. It's different for a reason.
You niggas are crazy, and like I love this project because you put me on to people. You feel me? Like Early Mac. I've never heard of Early Mac.
He's from Detroit as well.
That Mine and Yours song is fire. He sounded so smooth, and you feel me? Like
That was
I love that.
Early Mac is Big Sean's childhood friend. And they still locked in to this day. That's like his man's, bro. Like they was recording in Earl's mom's house. Finally Famous days.
Fire.
Like his pen is stupid. Best pen ever. Best early number one in my book. He's the best. Bro, I've heard him rap crazy stuff.
That verse is crazy. I gotta get more acquainted with what he got going on because that verse is very, very fire. You know what I'm saying? You know who you know who I would love to hear you work with? Are you? Of course, you know about everybody. I would love to see you do something, nigga. JP.
JP's fire, bro. Oh my god.
You feel me?
JP is so. I think he just dropped this album too. Recently.
He did, bro. He sung over something that I was put onto recently. You ever heard the song "Oh Superman"?
No.
Oh Superman is like a song from the '60s, and it's like the weirdest song of all time. It's by what's her name? I think the lady's name is like Laurie Anderson or something like that. And it's a hey, let me put you on something. Go listen to "Oh Superman." It's actually from the '80s, and it's this song that's just like I don't even know what genre this is, and he sampled it. And I'm like, okay, JP different. Like he's singing over this weird behind song. And I interviewed bro on Thursday. So hey man, if I could play
you interviewed him
on Thursday, I'm gonna interview bro. If I could put y'all together, if you would be down for that, I
would be 1,000%. JP is fire, bro. What?
If JP don't know who Sango is, on 100%, I'm putting JP onto Sango's because I need y'all to work together because that would be crazy.
Bro, I would love to, bro, because I don't know his. So that Milwaukee low end sound, that's what it's called. If New Orleans and Detroit had a baby. Because Milwaukee niggas has always been our cousins. Like, they walk around with buffs too.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And they sound similar. but it's like if Chicago, it's like if Chicago, just decided to like not be Chicago no more and take its own identity. It influences from Detroit and Chicago and like New Orleans as far as that sound goes.
And it's
You know
so
what I mean?
interesting because he does that sound, but then, bro, this nigga like on the album, he got like a country song where he like
Yeah,
just
bro.
singing straight up country. Like he's actually, I didn't know that until like way after the Bad Bitty song. I'm like, oh, this nigga could sing. Like strip the auto tune aside, like he actually has like a good singing voice. So like that nigga there, shout out to JP.
Yo, I'm just zooming back. It was fate. That email you hit me up on,
Yeah.
that's like dormant, bro. Like, and I saw it. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm just so glad I saw it, bro. I'm like, that email was cooked.
Cause you said that you was like, I don't even check this email, and you was like, I think you responded like at 12 in the morning, like on my time. You was like, bro, I don't even check this email. Like, I'm glad I checked it today, so I'm glad you checked it.
You know why I checked it? Because I needed. I lost the password to. I lost a password to like something that was connected to my PayPal or something like that, and I used that email for my PayPal. It's just for PayPal, right? And I'm like, damn, it's too much, all this stuff, like it's like all these alerts and stuff, like it's junk, and it's just priority. I'm like, interview, like, oh damn, I heard this stuff, like, damn, that's crazy, that's crazy.
So you had seen the Devin Morrison interview before
Yes.
I emailed you.
Yes.
How did you? I'm curious. How'd you come across that?
Yo, so like I'm really close with Sango and Jesse Boykins. They're close, and Devin is really cool with Sango. And then I'm just online, just looking at just interviews and stuff. And I saw yours. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw remnants of it. You know, and like this was like during the pandemic though, right?
Yeah, it was like 2020, probably 2020.
Yeah. So yeah, Devin's like he's like one of my favorite artists. Devin is making music. He's like new era. He has many bags, but my favorite bag is his new era Weather Channel music.
You know what I call it? That's a great descriptor. You know how I described it to him? So there's a Brian McKnight song, and this is so silly that I know this song. But Brian McKnight did a song for Funny or Die in like 2011 called Let Me Show You How Your Coochie Works. I
remember that.
The sound for that song, it sounds like, let's say if Let Me Show You How Your Coochie Works had a universe, just created his own universe. The universe right next to it will be Devin Morrison. It sounds like that because that song is silly, but musically it's a very interesting sound, and that's kind of what I feel like Devin Morrison has built on that sound and made his whole thing. Like if you listen to I'll Be Alright, Girl, that sounds like it's from that same universe, but also could be in the next door universe to the Weather Channel. Like you said, it's so beautiful. Like that sound he has is great.
He has like his instrumental bag. I forget the name of that project he dropped. It's like he just knows what he's doing. It's just sometimes you just know what you're doing.
He's crazy.
He just does it perfectly. You know what I mean? Like
Crazy.
I forget the name of the EP or the project, but it's instrumental. And it's just it's like, bro, it's like perfect nostalgia feeling, but it's like him and it's fun, bro.
I gotta claim him. Shout out Florida. He's a Florida boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a Florida boy.
Is it?
He's
You heard of Kalen Ellis?
I've interviewed Kalen Ellis. Funny enough, yeah.
He's from
I didn't know. No, what? Really?
He's from Lakeland.
I don't even think I knew that. Cause you know how he blew up, right?
How?
He produced something. He produced an album for Lupe.
Okay, yeah. I know, yeah.
And
bro, He toured. That's like my little brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out like how do you.
Yeah, the Lupe. It was a Lupe thing, and I remember hearing it, I'm like, this is crazy, and I reached out to him.
The house album.
Yeah, the house album. Yep. He's talented. He's really talented.
Bro, only talented niggas on your. I'm just being real, bro. Only talented niggas allowed.
That's so funny. Now he's really, really good, and like I said, from what you're dropping to K Tronada, who I always see, you always giving love to K Tronada. I love to see like that like that black brotherhood. You feel me? Like y'all
Yeah, bro.
always, boost
Bro,
them up.
his mom. I talked to his mom on DM. She DMs me and my wife. My dad be DMing him and his brother. Like we go back, bro. Like I remember. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Me and Kay did our first show together in Toronto. We had to share. They gave us. We didn't have enough money. They didn't have enough money to pay for us. All right, but we had to. They ran out of doubles for the hotel. And the share we slept head to toe in like the bed. We was like, yeah, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like, damn, bro,
That's real bonding right there. That's real bonding right there.
Bro. And we had to take a train, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was like, and then this party got shut down by fire marshal. It was a fire hazard in Toronto. It was a snowstorm. It was the craziest.
Bro, it's the year of the producer, because you got Sango, you got K Tronada, you got
Mustard dropping too.
I wish I had a Bible by me. On everything I love, I was finna say Mustard, because I was finna say, because bro, he has the number one song in the country, and the first thing you hear is dun dun dun, dun Mustard on the beat. Like literally Kendrick saying Brett names. I was literally on everything about to say Mustard.
Kendrick is such a good dude because he never forgets to make a good moment better.
Yeah.
He always makes the greatest choice in every moment to amplify it. It's just like, bro, getting your little cousin, a Grammy nomination, helping him get.
Shout out Kendrick. Shout out King.
I want to do that. I want to put my cousin on, bro.
That's hard, bro. That's hard, bro. Like that's so cool to me that he did that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So always showing back. Always seem like he always showing love to like where he came from. Never forget your roots. You got niggas like Knowledge finna drop with Anderson .Paak. That's finna be a crazy album.
Kalen's dropping.
He is okay. So Kalen, what's he dropping?
The 19th.
Got you. So shoot. So we finna have a good year for producers. You know what I'm saying? And people like
Esther dropped.
Bro, everybody's dropping. And people like you. We before we get out of here, I do want to put heavy emphasis on people like you, kind of like paving the way for a lot of these younger producers to do something different, because like you said, I would listen to a lot of rap around that time. But for the people who wasn't listening to rap and wanted to do something a little different, maybe I want to experiment with something in Brazil. Maybe I want to do something house. Maybe I want to do a traditional hip hop sound. It's people that I know that heard you, that heard K Tronada, and was like, damn, they black, they doing this. I want to do this too. So for them, because I don't produce, but on behalf of them, I want to thank you, because you really have helped a lot of young producers probably realize, like, I don't have to make a beat that sounds like this. I don't have to stay in this box right here. I can go way outside the box, come back in the box, and then dip back outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just be crazy with it. So on behalf of those producers, I want to thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. I gotta throw my flowers all the way to my OGs, like T3 and Slum Village and Dilla and all those guys, bro. And like Flying Lotus, they were the ones doing it before us, as far as like producer albums. So we saw them and we're like, we want to do that. That's what we want to do.
Shout out Flying Lotus, bro. Shout out Flying Lotus, man.
Flying Lotus is a legend.
I'm not for sure. I was about to say, I don't know what he's up to. It's funny enough, he just dropped an album last year with Smoke DZA, which I was not expecting.
You know who I want an album from?
Who?
Dahi.
Bro, Dahi's so Dahi's one of those people that I feel like he's not the name everybody knows, but if you go look at what he produced, you're like, bro, this nigga is nuts. He is so good.
He would make a crazy album, bro. All he has to do is ask people too. Like, people would love to do stuff for Dahi. Who knows? He might be at work or nowhere, bro. Like,
I'm about to say, do y'all know each other?
No, now, bro. Niggas is like, if you a producer, you got the power now, nigga. Like,
Facts. Do y'all know each other?
We follow each other, but we don't know each other properly.
Like, you're not super tapped in with each other.
Yeah.
See, but that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, you be shouting out niggas you don't even really know like that. You know what I'm saying? You just doing it because you a supporter. You feel me? You a supporter of the music. You feel me? So
I'm a fan, bro. Like, not the fan, but I'm a fan.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Kendrick for that. We ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That's super funny. But no, I agree. The DJ Dahi is one of those people that, like, I will say this. One last thing. DJ Dahi has one of my favorite sections of music of all time. Absol freaking damn, I forget the album that came out, the Control System, where he's like walking with a cross or something. But either way, there's a song on there that I forget. I think it's called Dubsack. And at the very second end of Dubsack, it's a part that DJ Dahi produced, and it goes, "I just might be in your hood," and like Absol singing on it. And I've never heard Absol sound so beautiful singing on the song. The beat is so perfect for his voice, and it's just like DJ Dahi knew what he needed to do in that predicament to get Soul to sound like that. It's just so good. So shout out DJ Dahi, super
Shout to him, bro.
Super duper good. For everybody watching right now, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any last words for the people out there, Sango, please let it be known.
Don't listen to nobody that's hating. They just hating. That's it. They just hating, bro. They just wish they could be you, bro.
Hey.
Or sis.
Hold on. One more thing. You remember this? I wrote down. I have terrible handwriting, so I'm gonna read it out for you. Black culture in Portland.
Seattle.
I wrote it. Or Seattle. I wrote it down.
Before we leave, I want to let y'all know something. I'm born and raised in Seattle, Washington, Pacific Northwest. I grew up in Michigan as well, Grand Rapids to be exact. I represent both places. Two places that are just not really known to a lot of people. It's my job to let you know about it. If you ever go to Seattle and you're wondering, this place is really great food, amazing weather. Wow, look at this mountain. Man, such a clean place in certain areas. Wow. Drugs and a lot of issues, but I still love it. Where are the black people? That's the question. Look no further. Seattle has a black community, and we're rich. We're rich in it. We've been there since the 40s, since the war, and to get you a little bit of a history lesson. A lot of black people came to Seattle from the South to work on shipyards, and then the second wave of black people came for the military. My family, both my mom and dad were both in the Navy. They came to Pacific Northwest to be stationed there. Had me. They stayed there. Just like a lot of other black folks, not every black family was like a shipyard in the military. When you see other black folks, you know somebody that's there, you just follow suit, right? So, ended up there. Give a little rundown of like what Seattle black culture was like. You got people like Missy Jones. It's just only from Chicago. He moved to Seattle as a young boy and went to school, to Garfield High School. In a historically black neighborhood, we call it CD. That was the historically rival territory. Me growing up, I was not allowed to go there because it was very GD in blood affiliated, and I grew up in a Crip neighborhood in the South End. I'm from the South End. In the South End, we're most basketball players. People like Terry, people like Jamal Crawford, people like Nate Robinson. People like DeJounte Murray. We're all from the same neighborhood.
Oh, that's same neighborhood.
The same little square, bro.
Gotcha.
We're from the South End. Seattle black culture is rich, is real, and it's underlooked a lot. But I'll show you something. This is what we represent.
The glove, man.
The glove. Shout out Gary Payton. Shout out the Seahawks, man. What? Shout out to Seattle, bro. Like this. Shout out to the 206. And you go to Seattle, you say people they're real six, because people say Toronto, they say Toronto 6. We've been calling Seattle the 6 forever. This is the air codes 206. But yeah, let you know before we left. I had to let y'all know, just set the record straight. If you go to Seattle, yes, they are black.
And there we go, man.
I forgot the main one, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, man, for sure. Hey, can I throw one in there, man? You know who from Seattle? Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo is from Seattle.
I watched a documentary about her, and basically, like, yeah, she's from Seattle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to
There's a lot of people from Seattle that you don't really realize.
Yeah.
A lot of people, bro.
Like I said, Jacksonville, same way. Mace from Jacksonville, not from Harlem. So,
Jackson World.
And on that note, I appreciate everybody for watching. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters are going to hate and players are going to play. And you guys holler at your boy. And